Today's boring business is a land service contractor, cash flowing $1.4 million a year. Let's take a look at the numbers by the seller as listed. They're asking $5.9 million, and the company does a little over $4 million a year in gross revenue. Notable here at the bottom, there's $2.7 million of equipment included, so a ton of equipment. And also, the company was established in 2016. It's been around for 9 years, almost a 10-year operating history. At $5.9 million, the seller here is asking 4 times SCE or 4 times cash flow. As we mentioned, there's a lot of equipment included. We'll get to that later on. What does the company do? This is a land service contractor. Their customers include private landowners, real estate developers, and local government agencies. They offer services like forest mulching, right-of-way maintenance, and also site prep grading. Here's a further expansion from Meta AI, but think clearing of mulching for maintenance on roads and utilities, site prep for grading, making sure everything's level, and things of that nature. Taking the numbers as listed, they operate at a 37% cash flow margin. On a monthly basis, they're clearing $330,000 in sales and netting over $120,000 in cash flow. In terms of multiples, they listed at 4 times cash flow or SCE. That's a little bit above market. These companies typically go for 2.4 times. Given there's $2.7 million of equipment included, let's look at the multiple without the equipment. Try and back that number out and look at the company as just the company without this equipment number to get a better idea of the multiple that you're paying for the business. If you back it out from the deal above, you go from 4 times to 2.1 times, much more in line with the 2.4 in market. This is a good example of how it's hard for sellers with a lot of equipment is to price a deal. If you're able to get SBA financing, a potential deal might look something like this below. At the ask price, the 10% minimum down payment from individual will be just under $600,000 or from outside investors. Cash available to the new owner after new debt and new spending could be over $500,000, pending any changes in due diligence. Here's our back of the envelope math for the numbers as listed by the seller. Note, this one's not our listing, just highlighting for educational purposes only. Make sure to consider these adjustments to my left when you're doing some of your upfront analysis. Let's take a look at some notable highlights. They have a diverse customer base. As noticed before, they serve a mix of private, commercial, and government clients. Additionally, here they have a seasoned team across managers, operators, and crew members. And finally, there's high barriers to entry in this industry. There's a lot of equipment and costs, as we mentioned before, but also it's hard to win over government bids and government contracts. Let's look into some concerns. Given there's a lot of equipment, there's a lot of CapEx spending. You want to figure out how much CapEx spending is needed going forward on an annual basis. You're also going to look into the fair value of this equipment listed up front at $2.75 million. It's quite a bit of equipment, so you want to get an outside appraisal. And finally, look into the team. Anyone at risk of leaving after the deal goes through. That's a review. Comment 199, and it should auto send you the link. Or click the link in bio, go to free resources or free database with all reviews we've done to date. Please note, this is for informational and educational purposes only. Please do your own research. You can lose more than 100% of what you put in.